So I believe the stream should be live now. Alright, what up, my boy? So, I think I'm gonna wait till, exactly noon to officially start this, or at least 11:55. So until then, enjoy the music, which probably no one can hear. Should really change my my main screen. No one picked up, no one's driving that car, so. It's just that only the 3 and the 88 were the only ones filled out in, in signups. Those are the only ones that got filled out for your team, so. That's the only reason. if anyone else is in the chat, if you want to ask me a question regarding the series, just ask it, and I'll properly answer it before we get going here for qualifying. You already have two drivers. You have Al and Mitchell, so and obviously both of those drivers are pretty high up in the ratings, since your team was the first one to sign up, and I think Al was pretty close behind, so. Probably not. Probably not. Unless you're talking about a game. Currently, my computer is nearly maxed out on its capacity. I have a flash drive with World of Warplanes on it, just so that way I can play that game. That's literally how much space I have. So that's just, or unless you're talking about a mod for the game. I was thinking about maybe the trophy trucks or the stadium super trucks, because that would be a fun thing. But I'm not gonna do that as a series. More or less, I would do that as like a mod and make a truck pack out of it. And I mean, Christian, if you want to, you can make offers to the part-time drivers. I know one of the drivers, AETS, he would probably benefit from using from a team. So if you want to fill out a car, if you want to fill a truck with one of the part-time drivers, and that's depending on if they accept it or not. Because there are, I'm assuming Brock, but I'm not completely sure. No wait, no, Brock isn't in this series, is he? I don't remember. Either way, yeah, I probably not. I probably wouldn't do a series based on rally cars and rally trucks. That would be just something. That'd be just something I'd do at random. And I was kind of thinking about maybe after the qualifying we kind of mess around on NR and do a little bit of dumb dirt modifieds or something. I don't know. Dirt sprint cars. Have 410 sprint cars at Eldora, because that is a quite good track for the dirt sprint cars. It's a pretty good track for that. We're nearing on exactly noon. So gonna move a few things around here. Hey, we got Eric Monaco in here. YOLO! 36. As we're getting down, it's 11:59. It says 12 on my phone. So, I say this is a perfect time as any to start the qualifying session. As it looks like Tanya Breyer in the 38 truck is going to be the first truck to go out in qualifying. This track is a bit interesting. It's only 66 laps for the full race, and also qualifying is a bit different than what than the last race. That's because you live on the East Coast, Eric. I live in the Midwest. But yeah, this race is going to be a bit different format from the last race, and only the drivers who are 27th and back in points will be the only drivers that have to qualify in for the race. See Kurt Trencherman, Al Lagasse is going to make his way up onto the track. I think all of Rogers Motorsports has to qualify in. Here's the 07 of Jack Porkins. Let's kind of go through the field here. I don't believe Tanya has made her lap yet. Still East Coast. 37.895, so gonna be similar times. Sounds like someone has been crashing. Yeah, the pit lane exit is the reason why this race is gonna be so short. The 28 of Arnold von Hindenburg. A lot of these drivers who have been who are back in the field were all involved in that crash. Something happened to Tristan Allen. Stuart Grattan. Ediane Jones, first team owner to make a start. Zachary Fitzgerald. Igor Barreto for William Brock. Well, first, Mr. Penis Pants, you have to answer me this question: are traps gay? Then maybe I'll look into it. So right now we have Wade Enterprises' Kurt Trencherman, currently at the top of the board with a 37.280. Oh, now he's been dethroned, it looks like, by Daniel Bouchard in the 37 truck. So now Tanya Breyer's up to the well, actually the board is moving down on me. So the top 12 are going to make it into this race, since some of the drivers that are in the top 26 in points are part-time trucks. So you got to remove the 2 part-time trucks from the board, so that way you make way for the other drivers who haven't attempted a race yet. So top 12 in this session will make it into the race. The rest, there's 18 trucks. The rest will have to we'll just have to watch from the stands. Cesar Chavez, I think he missed Texas World, I believe. Him and Stuart Grattan both missed Texas World. Lucas Sky also missed Texas World. Grattan as well as Fitzgerald. So a few drivers who have attempted the race. The 13 of Isaac Nichols is also a driver who missed. He's currently 13th on the board. currently, I think top on the board is the 60 truck of Kurt Trencherman. So looking back, it looks like Isaac Nichols has moved his way up into 10th position. The 03 of Ace Garcia, currently sitting in 4th. And some of these and a lot of these drivers didn't make the last race, so this is kind of a redemption sort of thing. So we're halfway through with qualifying here. Moving to Al Agassi, who moves to the top of the board. And this qualifying, this is not the official race qualifying, this is just to see who will make it into the event. Currently, Porkins, Shalepka, Fitzgerald got moved out. Chavez and Sky are all the drivers who are not in yet. Looks like something happened to the 33 truck as he's smoking down the front straightaway. Tristan Allen makes his first lap at 37.823. That's not going to cut it to make it in anywhere past 18th. So right now we're watching that that 12th spot as we watch the 98 truck of Tristan Allen. There's his second lap, 37.568. That's going to propel him nowhere. So definitely a bit of an issue on the 98 truck, having some pretty slow times compared to the rest of the field. But then again, these are his first few laps. I'm pretty sure he's going to be gaining in speed after a while. Here he comes around for another try. It's not so much the track is length. I believe this is a mile. I believe this is a mile-long racetrack. But the corners are also really slow since it's completely flat. I don't believe there's any banking throughout the corners. So long straightaways plus unbanked corners. It's kind of like New Hampshire. So now Tristan Allen moved his way up into the 12th position. So that's going to give him. That's going to give him the spot that was currently held by that was formerly held by the 01 of Igor Beretta. Edine Jones, the only team owner who was attempting this race, the first team owner to attempt a race, currently sitting at 11th position right now. I believe Igor Beretta might have gone into pit lane. I don't believe a two-minute time really constitutes a lap. So this is probably one of the bigger groups in the qualifying session. 98 moving up a bit in the standings. He's moved himself up to 8th. So Tristan Allen obviously now in the safe zone. Edine Jones is now on the bubble. Some drivers, such as Isaac Nichols, are on pit lane. I think he's the only driver on pit lane. Tanya Breyer currently in 4th. 3rd is Kurt Trencherman. As Al Agassi continues to hold the top spot in that number 3 Rutgers Toyota. As we get down to the very end of this session. So I believe anyone else who's attempting to make a lap after these drivers will not be able to make it. Isaac Nichols coming out, but obviously he's not going to be able to make a single lap. So we're going to watch the board for these last 10 seconds. See if anything changes down at the bottom. And it doesn't look like anything will change at the bottom, as these drivers come around for a few more runs. See if they can get their final laps put in. But it doesn't look like anything is going to change for the top 12. And if anything does change, I will hope to note it. I will note you guys as to what actually has changed. But as of right now, Al Lagasse, Arnold von Hindenburg, Kurt Trencherman, Tanya Breyer, Isaac Nichols, Daniel Bouchard, Ace Garcia, Tristan Allen, Alexander Rowe, Stuart Grattan, the 92 of Giovanni Barraza, and the 59 of Edain Jones. Those are going to be your 12 drivers who will advance into qualifying. Into the race qualifying. So those are the drivers who will advance into the race qualifying. The rest were mostly those were mostly, I believe, unsponsored trucks. Bob Schlepka, Cesar Chavez, the 31, the 33. A lot of Igor Barreto, I believe, was the only one on a team besides the 33 of Zachary Fitzgerald. But that will lead us straight into the second qualifying. This is going to be the order. This is going to set the running order for the race. And it looks like Colin Denton is going to be the first one out onto the racetrack. Or actually, no, Kenny Washington's going to steal that from him, and he's going to be the first one out on the racetrack. Entirety of, I believe, the entirety of the BCR Mercedes team was able to get into the race. Here's the 36 of Eric Monaco making love to the inside, in the rumble strips on the inside of the turn. His teammate Kieran Pangborn in the 24. And so we're going to watch Kenny Washington, since he was the first driver to come into pit lane, or come out of pit lane. He and Colin Denton come around and make their first couple laps. And so you can actually see the speed difference. This is a track that really, it depends on if you got a decent car under you, because if you really don't have the same speed as the other drivers, you're really not going to be very well off throughout the corners. Over Mitchell Henderson in the 88. 37.770, he's going to top the board with that one. You can see drivers like Mike Monacy and Eric Monaco making their second laps. Monaco with a 37.741, that's going to be good enough for 5th place. And yes, this track is typically a road course, as I think the only series in real life that runs Mexico City is the NASCAR series, or was the NASCAR Mexico series before NASCAR decided to fuck Mexico. And it's interesting, and if you notice that they're not turning left, they're turning right. So Eric Monaco now, I believe Eric Monaco has fallen off pretty far. So currently Kenny Washington topping the board. Eric Monaco has fallen down to 13th, but let's go to the 90 truck of Kenny Washington, who is sitting behind the 68 of Rick Witt. Washington, definitely a fast truck under the 90. Wade Enterprises, obviously the winners of the last race. Eric Monaco moving his way up to 6th position, but now Mitchell Henderson in the 88 truck currently topping the board now. And then immediately after I say that, the 4 truck moves into the lead. So obviously a pretty heated battle between Revolution Racing and Wade Enterprises. Meanwhile, we also see Tristan Allen and his teammate Justin Zeidel. Zeidel running 22nd. Tristan Allen, however, is running in 3rd behind Zeidel. Giovanni Barraza in the 92 truck, sitting in 33rd position. So this track really does benefit those who qualify better than, because it's going to be a pretty tough track to pass on. Edain Jones and the driver Eli Bright, team owner Edain Jones and driver Eli Bright, both of them identically painted trucks. The only difference being one has rookie stripes and a 53, the other has no rookie stripes and a 59, so take with that what you will. 80 truck of Derek Yarworth currently sitting in 7th, now pushed back to 8th. As the 16 moves into the 7th spot. There's a pretty big group of trucks right here. Almost look like they were about to go 3 wide, which I never really see that much at this track. And here's the 543 of Fraudemar Otts. A pretty interesting story for this truck. Is obviously unsponsored, doesn't have a whole lot under him as far as sponsors go, because he's unsponsored. But I think he was able to finish fairly high up in the standings for Texas World, which, although it does beg the question how that track runs, because it does run a lot like a super speedway more than a speedway. These trucks can run wide open pretty much all over those tracks. Kenny Washington currently holding the pole again, as Revolution Racing, obviously some fast equipment for those trucks. Colin Denton back in 31st, so not a good qualifying run for him. Antonino Russo 16th, Steve Hickman 29th. Another driver whom I was expecting him to do a little bit more, but just hasn't done much already in the first couple races. Mostly because he wrecked out. He almost wrecked out in that last race. Alexander Rowe, if you remember back to Texas World, he took a very fun ride down the back straightaway. Russ Kamoski being pushed by Kurt Trencherman. Oh, and we have another driver who has gone from that last qualifying session. Arnold von Hindenburg in the 28 truck is your pole sitter now. So the 28, currently the pole sitter. Bill Cox sitting at 19th. He finished 4th, I believe. Stuart Gratton currently 30th. Nick Pericles 13th. Zachary Fitzwater in the 76 is 16th. Daniel Bouchard 17th. And Tanya Breyer sitting back in 34th. So definitely not the best qualifying run for the 38 truck. Mike Monacy 26th, Eric Monaco 27th, so he's pretty much fallen off the board as well. Mitchell Henderson in 8th. Al Agassi in 6th. Jason Kranz in 7th. As we continue to wind down the clock here. Eli Bright in the 53, currently sitting in 24th. Ace Garcia, 23rd. I believe he's the highest running BCR Mercedes truck in the field right now. Tristan Allen currently sitting in 9th, so a good qualifying run for him. Justin Zeidel, 22nd. Rick Witt, 35th. So abysmal qualifying for the 68 truck. Giovanni Barraza, 36th, so another abysmal qualifying run. He's currently dead last in the running order. Arnold von Hindenburg by 0.002 seconds over the 90 truck is your current pole sitter. Gatlin Downey in the 57, sitting in 29th. Fernando Olieza in 32nd. Ryan Kendall in 4th. Edain Jones 25th, so 24th and 25th for the Jones Motorsports trucks of Eli Bright and Edain Jones. Yarworth in the 80 truck is 12th. Jennifer Power is the highest running BCR Mercedes truck now that I know, in 18th. So obviously some good runs for the 81 of Jennifer Power. Nathan Howman 21st. Kenny Washington currently is sitting in 2nd. Fradamar Otson 22nd. Derek Hamill 34th. Kieran Pangborn 15th. So as we just continue to scroll through the running order here. And that's going to end qualifying off. I don't believe anything changed. So, your pole sitter for the Mexico City race will be the 28 of Arnold von Hindenburg, and right beside him will be the 90 truck of Kenny Washington. So, Wade Enterprises and Malley Motorsports will be on the front row. A couple drivers to note since they are in the stream here. Eric Monaco, definitely not a good qualifying effort there from Eric Monaco. 28th position with a 7.261. Rick Witt was able to get himself up to 32nd, right behind the 47 of Stuart Gratton. BCR Mercedes, their highest running truck, is the 81 of Jennifer Power in 18th. Ace Garcia currently sitting in 24th, and Gatlin Downey in 29th. Mitchell Henderson is going to be qualified in 8th, while Al Agassi qualifies in 3rd. So that's going to wrap up your qualifying here. Your pole sitter for the next race is going to be the 28 of Arnold von Hindenburg. So I guess that's going to wrap up for qualifying. And that'll be it for the events of the MSCA until the race is uploaded. So until then, I'll see you guys later. However, if you want to continue watching the stream, I am gonna do a little. I'm gonna screw around a little bit with I think some sprint cars. I'm gonna mess around with some sprint cars. So move it back to the game here. And switch it back to the truck that I use for watching this stuff. You can see all the mods that I have downloaded. So, Super Sprints. Which car do I want to play as? You know what? Let's just race my scheme. Sprint cars at Texas World. That'll be fun. Alright, see you later, Eric. However, if you do want to stay, you can. Put my winged 25 laps. Yellow flags. Single file, full pace lap. So now I gotta take my stables off. Traction and stability control are completely off. I gotta switch my view.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Okay, merge when you can.
Oh God. I forget. I turn the wheel. Oh God. 14.263. So this is involuntary. My hand kind of turns when I push the stick left. So I'm using a joystick right now.
13.585.
Probably looking a bit I feel like it looks a bit sickening to people. I'm kind of getting used to it actually. Oh shit! I almost rear-ended Steve Kinzel. Jack Hot and Shield currently the fastest time. Oh shit.
You alright? Looks like we're bent up on the back end. Inside. Clear inside. 31.589 inside. Clear.
Lucas Wolf in the entrance to turns 1 and 2, and then wrecked everything. See, I almost ran into Steve Kinzer there. One thing I don't like about this mod is just that the car models look weird. I feel like they were trying to make it so that way it was like half the USAC sprints, and then they were able to be used as dirt sprint cars as well, and it just didn't work out. It's just the models don't look good to me. So let's change the cockpit looking, so that way I'm not tempted to. And we just missed death. So let's change. I think let's change the mod to the dirt late models. So whoever, if you're still here, whoever doesn't know, this is the dirt late model mod that I used for the Quaker State Late Model series, which was the precursor, the series that I did before the truck series. I mean, it didn't turn out all that bad, but it wasn't the greatest, in my opinion. Towards the end, I kind of got a hang of it, though. QS LMS. And there's exactly 30 trucks in that roster. 30 cars. Why did I say trucks? So yeah, there's exactly 30 cars in this roster. GNS physics. Let's start from the back, shall we?
Drivers, stop your engines!
So with the sprint cars, I kind of have to go cockpit view. With this mod, I don't have to. Everything's dead. Everything is dead. Let's restart that. Man, I suck at this. This is why I don't usually do races on my own, because I'm just not that good against the AI. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Race back to the line. There's too much debris on the track.
So everything died. So let's see what happened there. Because that was all on me. Like most of the wrecks. So I got off the gas a little bit, and I just got loose. And then I overcorrected, and then, Jesus Christ, Cody Smart came barreling into there. My car just went flying. God. It's like immediate. As soon as I got hit, I flipped it. Okay, so I think dirt racing is out of the question here. What other tracks should we go to? Oh yes, I also have the Copperhead Amateur Series mod that I use that I was given to by Colin, by Mr. Snack. Mr. Snack. So, is it gonna give me player info, or is it gonna just be dumb? So I think NR is kind of freezing on me, so I think that's a sign for me to end it. So whoever stuck around for that kind of the dumb stupidity that was at the end of that, thank you. Why did it go from... Okay. Well, see you later, guys.